Okay. Making sure everything's good here. All right. Welcome to the Wrestling Pod. I am your host, Carlito Santiago, and today we are here to summarize Friday Night SmackDown. But before we do, please, if you could do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, comment down below, turn on those post notifications so you'll never miss a stream from yours truly. So, we're on our way to SummerSlam. We're building up to SummerSlam. After Saturday night, this is a SmackDown after Saturday Night Main Event and Evolution. And we're fresh off of a big weekend. We're dealing with the fallouts of what's going on. I do have some news to mention. Two big news things to announce here. So, one is that Seth Rollins' injury has been confirmed for 4 to 5 months. I don't know if I've mentioned this last on Tuesday or any of the weeks after, but Seth Rollins is injured. He will be out for 4 to 5 months. The plan was what I had stated on one of the streams, that Seth Rollins would cash in at SummerSlam. The plan was for him to fake an injury. The plan was for the return at SummerSlam to cash in and steal the World Heavyweight Championship from Punk after winning it. So they're probably going to scrap that. They could go into an alternate route and have Braun Breaker cash in on behalf of Rollins, but then what would be the point of Rollins winning the Money in the Bank briefcase? Whole big deal on that. So Naomi had a successful cash in, which was a big talking point on that. So that's one news. Seth Rollins is legitimately injured, 4 to 5 months. So we're looking at December, possibly Royal Rumble time he'll return, which is a good thing. The other big news is that WWE Monday Night Raw is heading to Springfield, Massachusetts for a Raw live event. And I can confirm with you guys right here, right now, that yes, me and Lewis will be in Springfield. We will be in the Mass Mutual Center. We will be there. So you guys can find us, check us out. We will be having a poster. We will be taking pictures, videos. We will be there having a fun time. So that is September 15th. Marking your calendars. My birthday is literally a week after. My birthday is also on a Tuesday, which is the SmackDown summary for my birthday. So, or the Raw review summary. But this, it's gonna be a little bit weird. But fucking WWE is going to the Mass Mutual Center, and if you guys do not believe me, I have a picture of it right here. You're probably not going to see it. It says right here, just announced for the first time ever, WWE Monday Night Raw live at the Mass Mutual Center on Monday, September 15th, featuring superstars John Cena, Rhea Ripley, Gunther, Seth Rollins, maybe. Card subject to change, and tickets go on sale very soon. Actually, next week they go on sale. Full public ticket sales go on July 25th at 10 a.m., all right, I'll say it again. Tickets are on sale Friday, July 25th, 10 a.m. And me and Lewis are going to be looking at the pre-sale tickets sales so that we can automatically, fucking be already step ahead of that. The pre-ticket sales will happen through Wednesday, 10 a.m. Wednesday, the 23rd, and it will end literally midnight, the 12th. Or the 24th. So, we're looking for that day where he's going to look up, fucking find these tickets and shit. But, that is going to be in the Mass Mutual Center. We have stated that we want to see John Cena live one last time. Even if it's not a pay-per-view, I'm still willing to take the trip to Springfield and fucking do it for Cena. So, look out for the Wrestling Pod to be in Springfield, Massachusetts, of course, in the Mass Mutual Center, Monday, September 15th. But yeah, considering that being the news, let's jump right into it. The show opened up with a shot of a car accident outside the arena involving Solo's group. BFAB could also be seen in the background. The first match of the night got started right away instead of an opening promo segment, which I like. It's nice to see a little, match happening. Charlotte Flair took on Raquel Rodriguez with Alexa Bliss and Roxanne in their respective corners. For once, Rodriguez found herself not towering over her opponent, but she still clearly had the power advantage. The Queen found herself on defense almost immediately. Nothing about what we saw in this match was surprisingly, except for how slow and plodding it felt. There was no intensity or urgency to anything they did. They just sort of went through the motions. There was a late exchange of strikes that had some good energy, but it wasn't enough to make the match feel much better. Both Perez and Bliss got involved, and it ended up with Bliss hitting Rodriguez with her pom-pom, and Flair hitting a big boot, and then a surprise roll-up for the victory. Greater to see, and I agree. This match is going to be also, since I have it here, might as well post it up. We are going to see Roxanne and Raquel take on Charlotte and Bliss after winning that match. So that's set for SummerSlam. A bunch of other matches made for SummerSlam. 8 matches, you can see here, made for SummerSlam, which looks pretty fucking good on this card. I love it. I love it. But Bliss and Flair had a funny backstage moment before the match. They revealed that they already have a tag team title shot. Oh, so we're just handing out fucking tag team title shots, apparently. Okay, whatever. We're just handing them out. Anyway, moving on. Carmelo Hayes and Damian Priest had a tense confrontation backstage that led to them having a singles match this week. Melo, making it rain here, tried to get the early advantage by attacking Priest before he even had time to remove his ring jacket. But the Archer of Infamy quickly turned things around and unloaded on his young opponent. Also, shout out to Carmelo Hayes and, of course, Kalani Jordan for getting engaged. Congratulations. We here at the Wrestling Pod, of course, do congratulate and superstars who do end up getting married or do end up, in their personal lives. We send our congratulations to them. And if the wrestler gets injured or, like Seth Rollins, condolences, prayers that he's back too. Should have mentioned that in the beginning with Rollins' injury. I did not. So, again, to Seth Rollins' injury, prayers and condolences to Rollins. Hopefully get back in time. We can see more Seth fucking Rollins in the ring. They may have had a powerhouse versus a high flyer kind of match, but with Priest being as quick on his feet as he is, it never felt like the action slowed down. These two worked well together and put on a solid performance that highlighted both of their strengths. Sadly, we had to see some interference, as of course Damian Priest was going for the top rope walking, I forget what the move is called. Damn, I don't know. As of course Priest was on the top rope, going for that Undertaker signature move. Aleister Black appeared in a nice little suited black for him. He interfered and tripped Damian Priest on the ropes. Of course, the ropes getting Damian Priest in the groin. That sucks. He knocked Priest out with a black mass, and Hayes chose to make a quick exit instead of trying his luck. So, really, this ended in DQ. Not no contest, but whatever. Priest wins by disqualification, and this can be graded as a B-. I don't give a fuck about this B. It's a B-. You gotta use disqualification here somehow. I'm not gonna remove them for the solid performance. The minus comes in with the, of course, interference. Jacob Fatu was shown being questioned as a person of interest in the car accident. The Prime displayed at ringside feels so pointless. Honestly, the Prime display, yeah. Get rid of that hydration station. It's not fucking working, especially if Logan Paul's not even gonna be there. Somebody call his lawyer, cause Solo Sikoa appeared to the ring with his family and said Jacob Fatu is reckless without him because he doesn't listen to anyone. Fatu was shown backstage being greeted by Jimmy. He was told he was not the man in the footage of the accident and was free to go. Punk ass police. Fuck out of here. He marched straight towards the ring, and Fatu and Jimmy ended up taking out everyone in the brawl, but Tala Tonga didn't go down easily. took both men to finally take him down. Wailing on Tongaloa and JC Mateo with chairs, with Solo and Tala trying to make a quick exit. But Adam Pearce was here. No Nick Aldrich. Adam Pearce Nipple was here. Adam Pearce, of course, came out and announced that Solo would be defending his United States Championship against Jacob Fatu at SummerSlam. But since Solo likes to get people locked up, maybe we need to make Solo feel that way too. So their match is going to be locked inside of a steel cage. Then, of course, Adam Pearce brought out the cops from earlier to take Solo into custody for trying to frame Fatu. This was a decent segment that set up for a SummerSlam match that should be a lot of fun. Joe Tessitore thought Tongaloa was Tamatonga. The fuck out of here. The fact that we were probably going to get Logan Paul versus Jelly Roll at some point is ridiculous. Yeah. Whatever. The grade is still a B for how intense the segment has become between all of this. Stephanie Vakir had a quick match, of course, with Alba Fire. Stephanie Vakir was in action this week in a singles match against Alba Fire from the Secret Service. No Chelsea Green, which I thought was, where is she? Where's Chelsea Green? Where's your president? Where's the person who made this group a group? Nowhere to be seen. Vakir had the upper hand until Fire hit a super kick to knock her off the apron, followed by a suicide dive to take her down at ringside. After a few minutes, Vakir won with her finisher in an easy match. She was also able to fend off a post-match attack from Piper Nivens. This was too short to be much of anything, but the little bit of action we got was good, especially trying to set up Vakir for her title match in Paris, giving her some momentum moving forward, especially after SummerSlam. Great to see. We also had another tag team match. It was DIY versus Fraxion versus Motor City Machine Guns versus Andrade and Rey Fenix for the opportunity to face for the next championship spot or so, I guess. I don't know. I think this is a way for them to do a setup for new tag team championship opportunity. Yeah, number one contenders. Okay. There we go. Really couldn't find the words. I'm speaking too fast. Anyway, Nathan Frazier and Chris Sabian started this Fatal 4-Way tag team match, but it took about 30 seconds before it broke down into a big fight with all 8 competitors. This was a fast-paced match that delivered some of the best action of the night. All 4 of these teams are exciting to watch, and see all of them together led to some entertaining moments. And I keep on saying, why doesn't Raw do anything with their fucking tag team? It's bullshit. Anyway, one of the biggest mysteries is why WWE seems comfortable keeping the Lucha Bros apart. Their history as a tag team has been acknowledged by WWE many times, so it's weird to see Phoenix teaming up with Andrade. But wait, how are you going to say it's weird to see them teamed up together, when a couple weeks ago you said that this team was fucking a good idea, like pairing them together was a good idea? Who wrote this? Was it Eric Beeston? No, Chris Muller. Chris Muller, what the fuck? Eric Beeston understands it. Why can't you? Get together. Shout out to Chris Muller. So, with this match would have benefited from being commercial free because the momentum never slowed down. Andrade and Phoenix won the match, making them the number 1 contenders for the tag team titles, held by, of course, the Wyatt Six. Graded a B+ for the best action of the night, and I agree. The tag team division is very fun on SmackDown. You get to see some high-flying moves, you get to see some resilience, you get to see a bunch of fucking moves and a bunch of fucking guys go into a whirlpool of a bunch of fucking things. So, there's a lot of fucking going on in this. Rightfully so. Sabian's suicide dive looked nice. Tommaso Ciampa hit Fraxium with a slam from the middle rope to the floor that took several other people out. One of the wildest spots and took place during the commercial break. And they showed it on a replay. But our last segment was, of course, the contract signing between the American Nightmare and the last real champion, Cody Rhodes, John Cena. So, Rhodes had to give a promo real quick, and Cena didn't show up until afterwards. Predictably, Cena and Rhodes eventually got into a fight. After Cena thought that he could get out of this, weasel his way out of this. Say, listen, I know what you're not going to like, and what you're not going to like is that I have a contract with Netflix on making a movie, and I cannot compete at SummerSlam. I'm sorry. I want to. You can get your match for the title. You do deserve a rematch at Clash in Paris or whatever the fuck, but it's not happening at SummerSlam. Cena tried to leave, but Cody took off his jacket like a real man and fucking went after Cena. Attacked him. Cena fought back. The show ended with Rhodes taking Cena out, putting him through the table with a crossbody, saying their match at SummerSlam will now be a street fight. This week's SmackDown only had one standout match, and it was the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team bout by Rey Fenix and Andrade. Most of what we got was predictable and uneventful, but we did get the start of a new feud between Black and Priest, which should lead to a fun match, so at least there's that. But other than this, this was your filler episode of SmackDown. 2 hours of filler. Might gotta say it again. Filler. This is a filler episode. There's nothing really going on. Nobody was excited for this show. I mean, I do like the idea of the United States Championship title picture going on with the family. Kind of keeping that in there. I like that you got Priest and Black getting up in their feud. Nothing much about these two. Fuck these two. We're not friends. Yeah, you're right. You're not friends. But yeah, it ends with Cody and Cena brawling, and it ends with Cody and Cena revealing that their match is not going to be a street fight. The fuck ever. And this is probably going to be night 2. It's going to probably be your night 2 main event. So look out for that. But this was all filler and graded a C. And I'm going to give it a C as well. With one change grade being, of course, the B- for the disqualification, or for the no contest disqualification finish in the Damon Priest, that match. The not taking away from the performance, taking away from the fact that it ended in DQ. Again, find a way to make it interesting. But Black and Priest should be a fun little, like, match thrown in there for both nights. So, needless to say, you got that. Anyway, this overall show was filler, and it's great to see, and I agree. The only thing entertaining, apparently, was this tag team match, which is fun. And a vignette, or, well, not a vignette, but like a promo from the White Six as well. Another little good vignette promo for little video package for Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill. So hopefully we'll see them next week. Didn't even get to see them fucking here on this show. Like, what the fuck? Where's that? Why couldn't you give us that? You gave us this. You gave us this, but not. And mind you, this is Adam Pearce booking the show probably. But you gave us this opposed to the women's segment. Didn't help your case. So filler. Nothing but filler. But hey, we're going to have to find out what's going to happen next week. And what's going to happen at SummerSlam. So, since I got that out of the way, I should get rid of that, yeah. We do have SummerSlam, and the nights are going to be determined. We, of course, got a steel cage match for the United States Championship. Solo, Jacob. The Women's Tag Team Championships, Charlotte and Bliss, Roxanne and Raquel. Naomi, Ripley, Io for the Women's World Championship. Punk and Gunther for the World Heavyweight. Randy Orton, Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul in a tag team match. Jade and Tiffany, and Cody and Cena in a street fight. So all of this should honestly be good. We should see all of this good, and I can't wait to see. I don't know what's going on with the Intercontinental Championship for Raw. AJ and Mysterio. That'll be set. And then Damian Priest. Yeah, so we look like we're getting 10 matches for SummerSlam, 5 on each card, which is nice. I like that. Or we get 12 and set up 6 for each night, which that's a good idea. Split it in half. So, I like that. And I can't wait to see what happens. Because we'll be live streaming our watch-along again for SummerSlam. Look out for that to happen. Me and Lewis are also going to be watching Slammiversary, so check that out on the TNA app. And yeah, I will be back next Tuesday for the Raw review. And just for clarification, if you guys didn't hear, you guys can go back and listen to our breaking news, which of course was that me and Lewis will be in Springfield, Mass Mutual Center, September 15th for Monday Night Raw. You guys can check us out there. If you guys know us from the Wrestling Pod or so, if you guys are going, we're going to get tickets. We're going to fucking be there for Cena's last, I've never been to a Raw, so it's going to be big. I cannot wait for that. But until then, I will see you guys when I see you guys. Peace!